No spoilers.
And it tastes nice, so that's what I'm going to.
Good man.
Get your five a day from the film club.
Hello and welcome to another Film Club Live. And it's me, Will from Film Club.
Hi, I'm Chris from Film Club at St Ninians High School up in Scotland.
And we're here at the Mayfair Hotel. We're lucky enough to be here to meet the movie moguls and the superstars of London's BFI Film Festival.
Coming up on today's Film Club Live, communities in conflict with multi-award winning My Brother the Devil, and our main feature, a comedy of racial manners, Nigeria meets Peckham in Gone Too Far.
We've got a lot to get through in today's show, but let's welcome our special guests. It's the makers of Gone Too Far. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Destiny, the director.
Hey.
We have Bola, the writer.
Hello.
And we have OC, one of the stars of the film. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining us.
So, welcome everyone. We've loads of questions for you, but first a reminder that we'd love to get your comments and queries for our guests live on the show. So please give us a call or text, tweet or email us.
Get in touch. So, BFI London Film Festival. I've never been here before. Is it your first time? You guys as well?
It's not mine,
Ah,
but it's my first time as a feature director.
there we
So
go.
I'm very excited.
Brilliant. So, without further ado, bring on the questions. And it's over to you, Chris.
So, Destiny, what's your debut film about?
Gone Too Far is about two brothers that didn't grow up together. So one grew up in Nigeria, the other one grew up in London. And the Nigerian brothers come to London and they kind of clash because there's a clash of cultures and identity and all that kind of stuff. But ultimately it's a coming-of-age comedy, That's in a nutshell.
Sweet. So, as a director, what is it that initially enticed you or attracted you to the story?
I first saw Gone Too Far was originally a play written by Bola Agbaje, and I saw the play. We didn't know each other, but I saw the play, and I loved the play because it was a story that I identified with. I have an older brother that grew up in Nigeria that we didn't grow up together and stuff. So, and also there were other sort of issues and stuff in the play that I'd experienced or my friends had experienced, and I'd never seen it on stage, I'd never seen it on film, so I was really excited by it. I loved it. And then a couple of years later, the script was handed to me, and I was asked to read it, and they were thinking, sorry, my belly is rumbling now. Oh my God. I was like,
So the free food.
I was like, oh my God, I'm mic'd. you can hear it. Sorry. I read the script. I loved it. It changed a little from the play, but not completely. It still had the essence and the great stuff in the play, and I really loved it. And then I met Bola, and that was it.
Cool, brilliant. So, should we have a look at a clip of Gone Too Far and how we bring a bit of Nigeria to South East London? Let's have a look.
What's that on your face? Stinging nettles! Stinging nettles! Quick, help me find the doc, please. The stinging net. Ow! What are you doing? Those are more nettles.
Yeah,
Welcome back. We're back here live in the studio. Now, that is not the way to cure stinging nettle sting, is it?
I would rub it a wee bit more than just kind of dabbing it on the
Dabbing a
cheek.
dock leaf and then putting another stinging nettle on. What's going on there? Now, OC, question for you here. How is this different from any other roles that you've played?
So I predominantly work in Nigeria, and for a number of the films that I've done, they usually require for you to look dapper, and be all clean shaven, and just generally comport yourself. But with this character, I like the fact that it sort of allowed me to see the range of just being someone who was very uncultured and just all over the place. Yeah.
So it's nice to sort of play around with the character.
It's nice to sort of play around with that, so that it just gives, you know, and then you hope that people believe what you're doing. You know, you hope that the director likes what you're giving, and yeah, that's what I like about it.
Cool.
And also throughout the film, there's quite a lot of friction between the two brothers. Do you have any brothers yourself that you kind of can relate to for this?
Yeah, I actually have an older brother, and growing up, you know, he was older, so every time stuff came through, he had to pick first, you know, especially the clothes, and that was painful, you know, but you get to a certain time, and then it kind of feels like my tastes changed, and then my clothes became better, you know, and then he wants to wear my stuff, and I'm like, no, don't touch my clothes, and then we have this back and forth, you know, you're out, and then he's worn your stuff, no permission, so I kind of relate to the conflicts, not on the level that we see it in the film, but yeah, I totally understand that.
Cool. Bola, we're not leaving you out. We're just right. She has got a voice. We're going to do another clip now, and it's a couple of the characters in the film. They're discussing some cultural differences. Let's have a look.
Don't know, you know, fam. I mean, what does an African look like?
Oh, no, an African, innit?
But if you check it, though, fam, I mean, you could be African.
Hey, shut up, bruv. My nose ain't that big.
But your lips are...
Okay, bruv, what did I say?
Like, look, say a youth is half African and half West Indian. Like, what do they call themselves?
Bruv, I don't know, man. Let's just go and find and shoot, yeah? Hey, what, cuz, what? My lips really that big, though, yeah?
Fam.
Another excellent and funny clip there from Gone Too Far. Bola, we come to you now as the writer. Can you explain for some of our viewers what these guys were arguing about, or explain a bit more about that part of the story?
Okay, so part of the story that they were arguing about was about the difference between being West Indian and being Nigerian or being African. And growing up, I grew up in Peckham, so I grew up in South East London. That was the issues that we had at the time, which was that there was a big difference between where you're being a second generation migrant, your parents were from a particular country or a particular place, and so there was a bit of tension between West Indians and Africans. It's all different now, and it's all gone. Yeah. But that scene was exploring the differences between West Indians and Africans, but then also to have a look at that actually as time's gone by, people have merged more, and so that there are people now who can say that they've got parents from Nigeria and from the West Indies, and so it was just looking at the second generation, third generation, and looking at multicultural London and seeing that how it changed.
I love that clip. It's really funny. It makes me laugh every time. Yeah. Sorry, Chris, you've got another question. Yeah.
Bola, you wrote the original award-winning play. What was the process like for changing from a theatre production into a film?
I'd like to say the process, it would be nice to say that the process was hard, but it wasn't hard because of the fact that I had the play as a foundation. So the play was there and the dialogue was all there, and so I was able to see what worked and what didn't work from the play. And so when I transferred it into a film, all I needed to do was put the play back into the setting that it originally came from, because in a play you have to imagine the world, whereas in a film the world's there for you. They're on the estate, so you don't, as an audience member, you don't have to do that job to kind of think about where they are and what they're doing, and you know, and don't rely so heavily on dialogue. So I had to kind of learn how to tell a story visually, because it's my first screenplay, so I had to kind of go back and learn how to tell the story visually. And so I developed it for 1.5 years with our producer, and then met Destiny, and then Destiny came on board, and so we would have loads of discussions about what to do with the script and how to create that world and to make that world interesting, because you know, we wanted to put Peckham on the screen, but in a really good light rather than a negative light.
It's a tough process, but definitely worth it.
But worth it, yeah, totally.
Now, if you can't get to see Gone Too Far before its DVD release, here's another movie, also made its debut last year at BFI's London Film Festival. I know Chris has seen it. It is called My Brother the Devil. Let's have a look.
Yo, little one, let me see that.
Some tattoo pictures, man.
What is it?
I need to get one of them, man. ASAP. But hook me up.
You know what you got to do, innit? Represent, see me?
No, I was thinking to get one like this.
Nah, man. Yeah, you want something like this, bro.
That, bruv, no way, man. I want one same fog life with a gun underneath it. That'd be sick.
Don't get gas. What, you beat a two-pack or something?
Nah, man, I look heavy on my neck.
You'll be 18 to get a tie, wouldn't you?
Seriously?
Yeah. No young age to get a tie.
Then what's that? Razor. It'll be easy.
Yeah, if you want some ghetto jailhouse taps.
Nah.
You ready for it?
Some tense scenes there in My Brother the Devil, which is available on the Film Club catalogue. So
definitely go check it out. It's a great film. I'd advise it. So, Destiny, the violence in Gone Too Far, although there isn't a lot of it, what there is a lot more slapstick than in My Brother the Devil. Why is this?
I didn't want to make a violent film. That's just all it is. It's like I didn't want to... And, you know, there aren't too... You know, when you've got a predominantly black cast, the two choices aren't just gang culture or not gang culture. There are other, we do other things. Yeah. So it never, you know, so it never came to my mind to really be like, oh, I'm going to. I mean, I'm conscious of it, I guess, because I don't want to. Because of there's so much of that stuff out there, and I'm not saying it's bad. So there's some great stuff out there, like you just saw, but I'm not in the I am not in the game of trying to do what other people have done. I wanted to do something different, and then when this script came to me, it came as is, and I just thought, well, it's not necessary. You know, you've got these great characters. It doesn't even. It has no place. It's like asking why is there no violence in I don't know.
Care Bears the movie? Care
Bears. I love Care Bears. Care Bears and Gummy Bears. Do you know, I've got the theme tune. I shouldn't even really say it. But I've got the theme tune to Gummy Bears on my iTunes. Listen to it when I'm down. And I'm just like, it's awesome.
So it's kind of like an alternative way of putting across a similar message, but with a different way of telling it.
Yeah, Gone Too Far is about culture and identity. It's got nothing to do with violence or gang culture or anything like that. So it had no place. It has no place in that film. Yeah, so that's all that was. Yeah.
No, I've seen both Gone Too Far and My Brother the Devil, and I really enjoyed the two of them. Yeah. But don't just take my word for it. Here is a film review from the film critic Jason Solomon of Gone Too Far.
Gone Too Far is a British film of which I'm really, really proud, because the director Destiny Ekaragha, who's nominated for First Time British Feature Maker at the awards, which take place at the end of this festival, she's a talent I spotted many years ago here at the London Film Festival when her short film, Tight Jeans, premiered in the kind of teaser trailer before they announced the programme of the London Film Festival in September, before it really comes out. They have a teaser trailer of the things they've selected. And alongside the big budget Hollywood ones and the kind of cool indie films, they always show the shorts, which a London Festival has always kind of espoused and championed, and that's a good breeding ground for British filmmakers. And I saw a little clip of Destiny's film, Tight Jeans, with just these girls on a bench shouting at a boy saying, "Oh, nice jeans, blood." And I thought, gosh, there's a voice, there's a British voice, a London voice that I really want this festival to champion. And now 5 years later, Destiny's debut feature, Gone Too Far, captures that exactly right. Girls from Peckham hanging out in a park. I think it's a great little British movie that feels honest and feels real and is funny as well and not too serious, although it's got serious themes of growing up in London. It really is about enjoying that experience. So it's a film I'm delighted to see that Destiny Ekaragha has fulfilled her destiny and become a star of the London Film Festival.
There we go. You've got to be happy with that review.
Yeah,
Good
very.
Review. Thank you to Jason Solomon for that review. Yeah. Wasn't he in Neighbours? It's different. It's Jason Donovan. Jason Solomon. Thanks. Cracking review, though. Brilliant.
Yeah.
So, well, what was the main reason that you wanted to... The reason that you chose to set the film in London?
Because I'm a Londoner. It's a no-brainer question. Yeah, I'm a Londoner, and I'm proud of the city that I'm from. I love being from London, and I just wanted to put that, you know, Peckham on screen, because I think it was important to put it on screen in the light that we put it on. And yeah, I'm proud to be from London, and I can't think of another word to describe it. But yeah, that's it really. Yeah. And
Destiny, when it came to choosing like individual sets for different scenes, how did you come to choosing what location was right for each scene? Was it a challenge, or was it quite easy?
It wasn't bad, because I had a great location scout called Eduardo, and he was really good, because whatever my vision was, he would try to make it happen. So what I was like, even if I was like really vague with it, you know, I want something a bit different, and maybe, you know, originally at first I wanted an estate that was like red brick and but myself and the production designer went there, and we figured it wasn't, aesthetically it looked similar to other things, and that's something I didn't want to do. And Eduardo was really like, oh, I've got this other place, and that's what he was like throughout the whole film. Just like whatever it is that I said I wanted, I would get, or I would get something very similar to it because of him. So it wasn't very hard, because I had a great location scout, and we thought about where we were going to say it and what it should look like, because it would create the look of the film. So
cool.
Yeah.
Can I throw another question in?
Go on.
Because we live with OC on the end here.
Absolutely.
How did these guys find you to get you in the film, or did you answer an advert, or what? How did it happen?
Well, I had worked with a director back home on a film for next to nothing, actually.
Yeah.
And he had come over here to do some sort of exchange that the British Council had organized. And then Bola happened to be there, and then they got talking conversation, and you know, about the film, and they were looking for, you know, a good-looking actor. Who knew the job, actually? And I just happened to be available. And then I talked with Bola, and then I did a Skype audition for Destiny, and then Christopher and Rob started calling.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah.
Over Skype?
Wicked. Yeah.
That is modern. That is modern technology. Yeah.
He was in Nigeria. What can you do? Like, you know, it was just like, let's do it. And he was incredible. He was so funny. You know, I loved his showreel. I saw his showreel first, and I think what got me was that a lot of people. It was very important that Ikudaisi's character wasn't a caricature. Yeah. He had to be human. Yeah. And I think a lot of actors didn't quite get the subtlety of it, right. You know what I mean? And so they were so big, the characters were so big, and I'm really worried about that, because I was like, I'm not, who's out there that can, you know, you've got serious actors that can't do comedy, you've got comics that can't do serious, and Ikudaisi needed to be both. And so I saw his showreel, and I knew that he could do drama. I was like, this is a great actor. But obviously you never know about comedy and stuff, so I asked him to read certain scenes as Ikudaisi, and it was like, I was just busting. I was on my laptop just laughing.
He's the one.
Yeah, he was the one. So it was just like, he's really funny, and that was it. That's literally what it was.
There you go. There's the story, the exclusive. Now, can I remind film club leaders that you can check out the Paul Hamlin Identity and Belonging Project on our website at www.filmclub.org. Yeah?
We underline there.
Underline. There you go. You'll find loads of suggestions about using film to broaden cultural awareness within your film club, so check it out, it's definitely worth it.
So, Destiny and Bola, have you got any future projects coming up?
Yeah. We're working on more projects. We can't necessarily say
talk
what
about
it is, you know.
Yeah. But a couple
we'll
of...
get an exclusive after.
Yeah.
You can tell us off camera, it's all right.
Yeah,
a couple of more films,
What about you, OC? Are you going to be on the big screen anytime soon?
Well, I'm currently shooting something for TV back home called Giddy Up, and I'm reading some interesting scripts. And then some films are premiering back home as well. We're looking for distribution outside Nigeria though, but yeah.
OC forgets to say that he is actually a Nollywood superstar. Like, if you Google him, you'll definitely know that like OC is a superstar in Nollywood. So yeah, he is. Yeah,
Well, thank you very much.
He is.
Cool.
So, good luck to all of you in this year's
Thank you.
festival, and especially to Destiny, because you're up for Best Newcomer Award.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
good luck with that.
Should be
Yeah.
fun.
Brilliant. Film Club Live is back tomorrow. That's all we've got time for. It's gone quick, isn't it? We're back tomorrow, though, for the final day at the BFI London Film Festival 2013, in case you didn't know what year it was. Our last show is going to be absolutely super,
Cala,
fragile,
Listic,
Exby,
Ala,
Docious.
Oh, I forgot to do the
Docious. That's good. So we'll keep practicing, and we'll see you all tomorrow at 4:15. Tune in.
Bye.
Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.
I've learned from film that the world is a really beautiful place. Like, I've seen things in films that I'll probably never get to see in my real life, in my lifetime.
Hundreds of free screenings, film talent, Q&As and activities across the UK for young people aged 5 to 19.
I just know that there's things like that out there, and if I wanted to go and see that, I could.
Son of Rambo? Yes, Colonel? This has been my best day of all time. The National Youth Film Festival begins on Monday.